How good is Declan Rice, and is he worth 120 million pounds?
Listen, I think that is a very good player, but honestly speaking, I don't think he deserved that price tag. I'm being honest. After the Europa League, yeah, their chairman David Sullivan says that definitely Declan Rice is going to leave. But that 120 million pounds price tag, I think it's too huge for a 24-year-old, 25-year-old midfielder. No doubt about his qualities, no doubt about his work rate on the pitch. He's very good. He's very, very intelligent on the ball. He can score some classical goals. But I think that in terms of the price, and for me, well, that is how the transfer market, that is where we are now. If you want a player and then you go in there and the price, the club quotes you the price. If you can, you pay and then you get the player out. But Ray, I think that's Declan Rice, fantastic player. But for me, 120 million pounds is too much. It's too much. And for me, even if, just like what he said, he's torn between Arsenal and Manchester City. And Manchester City are getting closer by securing his services. For me, any day, if Arsenal and Manchester City, are being tabled in front of me, definitely I'll opt for Manchester City. Why would you even choose to play for Arsenal?
That
is a big question.
The argument has been that if Rice goes to Arsenal, his guaranteed playing time.
No, you can play, but if players these days.
If he goes to Manchester City, he would have to deal with some rotation of a sort. Mm-hmm. So he would be rotated in the squad, but could possibly be guaranteed trophies,
sure,
unlike at Arsenal.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Calvin Phillips,
but a lot of followers believe that look, go to Arsenal and possibly become the captain of the side, as Arteta has been touting, and possibly become the England greats that you want, rather than sitting on the bench.
No, but he can still be the England greats at Manchester City.
By sitting on the bench.
It's not guaranteed. He will still get some game time. Look at the midfielders in Manchester City
There's
now.
Rodri.
Yeah.
There's Kovacic.
Yeah, but you are just going in there also to compete. Yes, we know what Arsenal are trying to do by cashing in on Thomas Partey and the likes. You can go there, you can play, but is it all about game time? Is it all about playing? I don't believe in that. Whilst you play, you need to get something to show that, listen, this is what I've won. And just like what he's done with West Ham United, I'm thinking, no disrespect to Arsenal, it's all about the money. And if I'm ready to meet his price tag, fair enough. But what I'm saying is that if I have Manchester City and if I have Arsenal in there, all day I'll go for Manchester City. And that's why I think that if Manchester City are able to meet his valuation, he shouldn't shake his head, because, listen, he's going to be improved as a player. Even Calvin Phillips, we saw him at Leeds United. Yes, he dealt with some few injuries last season and all that. But listen, no doubt about him. Yeah, Lookman said there are some good midfielders in there. But with your quality that you go into, into that Manchester City team, there's no way you are going to walk into the team. Yes, you're going to be integrated. But I think that once Manchester City meets his price tag, I don't think that he needs to shake his head. He's a very brilliant player, and I would love to see him play for Manchester City.
Well, the thing is that I don't even think Manchester City will go beyond the valuation that they are asking for now. I don't think he is that intelligent to be a Manchester City player. The only thing that I feel is that Pep will only improve him. That one is for sure. Pep knows how to improve this kind of players. You look at a midfield that has players like Rodri, very intelligent. In fact, we've seen what Pep Guardiola has been able to do with John Stones from defense to midfield. He's already shown qualities of playing in midfield, but then Pep Guardiola managed to improve him. Look, if you add Declan Rice to that team, he wouldn't be starting ahead of Rodri. He wouldn't be starting ahead of John Stones. And so it will make his situation quite difficult there. I feel he will be a Calvin Phillips .2 for Manchester City if he decides to go there. The thing is that he's a good player, no doubt about that. He is a good player, but he's not what he's being priced for. The value is way too high, astronomical. It sounds outrageous to me because he is not that player to be sold for 120 million pounds. He's good, but he's not that very intelligent. We've seen him at West Ham. In fact, as we speak, West Ham were only lucky to avoid relegation last season. I mean, yes, people will talk about the Europa League, but then the Europa Conference League. But if you are playing against AZ Alkmaar, teams from Croatia, Denmark, I mean Czech Republic, it shouldn't be that difficult with the kind of investment that West Ham has. And so for me, he's not extraordinary to be sold around that figure, and I don't think he is that intelligent for Manchester City, unless maybe Pep Guardiola will be improving him.